People are powerful. People have lasting effects in our lives. So we must learn to appreciate everyone that comes through our life. This episode, I'm going to be doing that. Let's go. So before we get into it, let me first of all introduce you to the Project Sword and invite you to check out our website. All right, we are the Project Sword. We love music. All right, we love music. We love God, and we just want to put the two together. All right, get our music. Our music is on our website. It's also available on major platforms like iTunes and Spotify, Boomplay, and all the likes. Okay, you can get our worship session, which is the unscripted sessions. Is amazing, it's intense, it's deep, it's powerful. Please go to YouTube. You can also get it on our website. All right, Salt TV on YouTube, available on our website too. It will bless you. I'm confident of that. All right, get our updates, what we are doing, where we are signing, where we are doing our music, where we are blessing lives, where our engagements generally, so you can keep up with what we are doing and be a part of what we are doing. Okay, so www.projectsalt.com/updates. You can also go to www.projectsalt.com/shop and shop for our merchandise. You want to get our branded shirts, our branded hoodies, our branded face caps, everything branded, beautiful. They are available there. You want to give to this platform, you want to give to what we're doing. Okay, what we are doing for the kingdom of God, go to www.theprojectsword.com/give. All right, and you can also be a partner, so you can be giving regularly. You can be a partner. There are a lot of perks to being a partner, a lot of benefits, I tell you. So go there, check them out, and join on. Okay, whatever we do, all the things we do are taken care of and provided by partners. So trust me, you're in good company. You can follow us on social media. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Daniel McDon and the Project Salt. You can also subscribe to all our channels from YouTube to Spotify, wherever your podcasts is gotten from. We are there. You can all subscribe and get the blessing fully loaded. We are dropping content on a regular, so don't be caught unawares. God bless you. Let's jump into this thing right now. Okay. Disclaimer, if that's what they call it. I may not mention your name. Okay, let's make it clear. I think I need to be drinking something as I'm talking because this talk is long. I may not mention your name. Okay, please understand that there's a very good chance. All right, there's a very good chance I may not mention your name. Okay, it doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. Because I know that people are listening. This part 2 now, people are listening because they want to believe I will mention their name, and people are offended that I did not mention their name in the first part. Don't listen to this because you want to hear me mention your name that you have been an impact in my life. Please don't, because if honestly, if not me, it means I go vex. If person don't mention my name, I go vex. If my friends, if Segigo or IBK is talking about people that have impacted their life and they don't mention, I will beat them. I will not just be. I will go to their house and beat them in their house. Yes, I said it. So, if it to me, I'll be happy. If I was the person that you omitted the name, I will not be happy too. Okay, but I understand that I'm a human being. Okay, I'm doing this thing unscripted. There's no script in front of me. There's literally no paper in front of me. I remove every paper. I don't do these sessions with Bible. Even my Bible. Where's my Bible? Okay, it's calling here. My desk is clear. My laptop is closed. I'm not doing this with any guidance of any kind. Okay, so understand that I'm doing this from up here, my head. Pardon me. Taking coffee. So I will probably not remember your name. However, understand that your reason for listening to this should be to see how people are impactful in your life. Because the truth is, sometimes if you don't hear from another person, you will not see how impactful people are in lives, okay, in other people's lives. Okay, people have been amazing to me. Okay, some people have been hurt. I mean, some people have hurt me badly. So don't go and think, oh, people are wonderful. I mean, Mark Reynolds sang a whole song about people and how messed up it can be. So I'm just focusing on people who have had good impacts in my life, who have done amazing things in my life, who are probably still in good contact with me. Okay, so if you're looking for people who have done evil, I'm not going to do that episode. They may come up when I'm discussing other things, but they won't come up because I want to trash them or something. They'll come up because there's a lesson to learn. So I'm focusing on people who have been amazing, who have done great things in my life, great things apart from my family. I'm deliberately not bringing my family into it. Why? Because by default, they are amazing people. I mean, my family has been my major support. My siblings have been amazing support to me. The day I win maybe my next award will be like a massive award where they allow me to actually give a speech that is up to like 2 minutes. Yes, I will rain it down on my nuclear family. They have been amazing in supporting me as a musician, and as a person in ministry. Okay, so Project Salt started 2012. We didn't have a name back then. It was just me and some musicians who we were breaking a trend in Babcock. Yeah, Babcock didn't really have contemporary musicians. We had classical music groups. The only contemporary music group back then was Philadelphia, and Philadelphia too, at that time was still not. They were still being caged in the sense that because the Babcock is Seventh Adventist Church. They have the orientation that certain kinds of music are devil music. Yeah, some people actually believe that reggae is devil music. I laugh. I thank God for people like Pastor Juwale, Pastor Debo, Pastor Shotusa, Pastor Laure. These are people that were thinking outside the box. Babcock will miss them. I just hope that they planted enough seeds in people that they left in Babcock. Because I don't think they're in Babcock. Okay, Dr. Shotusa is still in Babcock. And I believe that man is a very unconventional Adventist. I don't know what kind of breed of Adventist. He's a special breed. If you hear the way he prays, I'm like, sir, are you an Adventist? Are you sure you're an Adventist? Are you sure you're not CAC? You're not CAC, and then maybe you saw Adventist bus pass and you just jumped inside. He doesn't pray like an Adventist. He doesn't act like an Adventist. He doesn't all those prim and proper. He doesn't. He's more practical. He's more pragmatic. He's less pretentious. All right. I'm not saying Adventists are pretentious, please. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he doesn't act. He doesn't try to act to be something he's not. Okay? He's very real. From the first time I heard him speak, he's very real. I heard him speak. We were doing one chapel seminar. No, not chapel seminar. Hall meeting. We were doing hall meeting in the main chapel. That was New May Hall, and he called him to speak on drugs or something, or drinking or something, things, substances, consuming substances. And he started with his as in his first statement was, I started drinking since when I was 4. And I was like, hey, God of mercy. I think that was what he said. I think that he started from when his father told him to go and buy a drink or something. And he took a sip. And from there, that was when the drinking ministry started. So he's a very unconventional person. So back then, the school had this practice of stifling expressive entertainment. Okay, especially if it is church. They would invite secular artists to do variety shows and fashion shows in school, and they will do Christian programs, and they will tell us that don't do this kind of music. I'm like, if you allow secular events to do, okay, let me not say secular. Secular means anti-God. So Let us say secular. Let's say mainstream event that is not necessarily religious. And then you invite the likes of who now? Who did they bring one time? I don't really keep up with those things they do. I don't know, but they brought people. Okay, they usually bring people like that, and people that do mainstream music, romantic movies, love songs, and all that. And you don't complain. Then I come and do gospel, but I do it reggae, and you are saying reggae is evil music. Talk about Pastor Jewole. Pastor Jewole, when he was senior pastor, they did a concert and they brought in Buchi. Anybody that wants to die should go and die. Buchi came and did a full concert. When he was done with the concert, he did the largest altar call in the school I've ever seen, and I don't think there's anyone like that so far. He did an altar call. He talked about his story, how he was in university, and how he was cultist and everything. By the time it was done, the stage, the floor around the stage was filled with people crying, people on their knees. It was so massive that even after Buchi had packed up his equipment, it's a massive concert. This is a stadium, as he filled up the stadium. He packed up his equipment and left. People were still on the stadium ground, crying and worshiping and praying. There were circles around the place. And I'm like, this is the same devil music. Your music that you have been doing has not brought this kind of result. But someone has come and done reggae music and he has seen the result he has left for him. This is how many people now giving their life to Christ based on so-called devil music. So because of that, we had very minimal expression. People were not expressive. Philadelphia too the first time they did a concert and they were speaking in tongues, like flamboyantly, it was a problem. In Bible University, you don't speak in tongues anyhow. They will summon you to explain the tongues we are speaking. You don't give anyhow word of knowledge. They will summon you. I think there is some level of they are trying to do it because to ensure order. However, sometimes they overdo it. So because you don't want to raise any eyebrows, you are suppressing the move of the Holy Spirit. I remember there was a particular church back in school I was supposed to minister. Before I went upstairs, because I didn't know who to ask. I just had to ask somebody. So I didn't ask anybody all up until the time I was about to go stage, and I asked somebody. I said, "Come in this particular worship center. Do you guys?" I think that was Grace Chapel. I said, "Do you guys pray in tongues? You guys like?" I think I was like, "Dude, express yourself. Whatever happens, let it happen." Actually, and guess who that person was? That was Ogaga. For those of you who don't know Ogaga is a gospel artist. Okay, he's a gospel artist. He's with the Redeemed Church somewhere in Nigeria. So now, back then he was a musician. We connected as musicians in school. I think it was a year after me. He came in a year after me. We connected as musicians in school. I don't want to call him my son. I don't like doing stuff like that. I would say my younger brother in ministry. Personally, in fact, not even personally, scripturally, brother is an accurate expression. So my brother, my sister, let's work with that. So I call him my younger brother. Okay, so we used to do rehearsals. After we connected, we do rehearsals together. He would just show up in my rehearsal, as in, okay, would just show up in my rehearsal. I took over the rehearsal. He's a big fan of Mali music. If you hear him sing, unless he's singing praise worship, unless he's doing praise worship where he has to do all those shouting and all those jumping, but if he's seated, Ogaga is like the Mali music of Nigeria. He's a Mali music crazy somebody. All the inflections, all the riffs, all the runs, Ogaga has it, and he's good at it. Maybe it's because he doesn't have a high pitched voice like me. I don't have a high pitched voice. He doesn't. In fact, he is on his words because he doesn't even have good head voice. He doesn't have good falsetto. At least I can still manage and do some falsetto. He doesn't have. Ogaga's voice is just. Ogaga is one of those people that also like me. We don't have good voices, but we know how to sing. We don't have a good voice. Like Asha, we don't really have an amazing voice. We don't say good voice. We don't have an amazing voice, but we know how to maneuver the whole crevices and all the contours, and we deliver a good piece. We are good singers. So Ogaga is one of the person he was on my team. Oh, let's say he's on my team. He's a friend of Project Salt. He didn't always rehearse with me, but whenever he shows up, it was all good. We shared stage at many times. Ogaga will always back up for me. I will always back up for Ogaga at any time. If my voice permits me, I will always link him up to events. If I can't go for an event, Ogaga, please go. You understand? You go and cover up, go and show up. Ogaga would go on stage. As in, he might not even rehearse with me, but he will just show, Ogaga, you are here. Come with me, and he will go up with me on stage. As in, he's like that. They are like that. Ogaga, IBK, Osagi. Osagi is another amazing person. You know him now as Sagi Music. Yes, a lot of people know him now as Sagi Music. His name is Osagi. What's his? Ozigbo Osagi. Yes, unbelievable like that. Fine boy, killing girls up and down. Fresh kid, singing about women, breaking hearts around the country. So. Osagi is a wonderful guy. He's a brother. Osagi will come through for you. He's a man's man. He was in my group. He actually was in my group. We would rehearse together. He was a backup in my group. Even when he started playing the guitar, he was also a guitarist in my group. Until I had to let him go. I had to ease up. Do your thing. So he's doing his thing now. He's not necessarily a gospel artist. Even on my phone, his name is still saved as Emoji. Back then, his name was Emoji. His stage name was Emoji, man of God. Yes, literally, man of God. He would go on stage. He was a praise champion, praise machine. You want to do any marathon praise, Osagi is the person. Call him. Let's start with him or let's end with him or something like that. He had stage presence. But now he's not doing gospel. And people are like, oh, thank you, I love you, my crush, my one thing, he's singing love song. He said, I'll go wait for you, my something. And I'm like, do you know this man's name is still, on my phone is still Emoji. As in when he calls me, when I call him, when I chat with him, he's still written the Emoji. I'm like, dude, these people know that you're actually a man of God. You're actually a man of God, as in you can actually pray for the sick and they will be healed. They don't know that. So he's one of the people that started with us back in 2012 when we didn't even have a name. It was just Big Dan, and do our thing. I did songs. If you know my song, Simple Worship, holy, 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 holy. Yeah, we did that before it even went to the studio. We did that well before we went to the studio. In fact, I think we did it so well back in school. People were doing it in churches, and some people thought that it was written by their own church team. No, that's Big Dan's song. Don't claim for that person's song. We also did before we took it to the studio. We did songs like that. We were big in Babcock. And around. Which other person? After Sagi, then there's Daniel Osigi, the quiet one, the silent one. Then a dark, handsome guy, very quiet. MFM brother, very quiet, very deep. He's a bassist. He's one of those bassists that don't have expression. That thing annoys me. It annoys me, not that like I'm angry, but like you are hearing amazing bass lines coming from someone, and you're looking at the guy and say, is it that guy that's playing this thing that I'm hearing? And his face is not showing it. His expression is not showing. He's just standing somewhere still. He's standing still somewhere. He's just his fingers that are moving, and he's doing beautiful things. Oh my goodness! I'm like, damn. And you just laugh. You just smile. Like, guy, he's quiet. He can sit with you and not say a word. But if you engage him, you will now know that he's not a joker. He's deep. He was one that introduced me to Jonathan McReynolds. He's very deep. He introduced me. I fell in love. I don't use the word fell in love. I don't fall in love with things. I grew to love McReynolds kind of music because of him. That's Daniel Osigi. He was my first bassist, my first ever bassist. Then there was Fingers. Fingers was my keyboardist back then. I used to go. In fact, if I don't go with anybody, I'll go with Fingers. He was the one that helped me put together Namesake. For his namesake, he's on my song. It's one of my songs. So even if I don't go anywhere, I can do that song solo. I can do that song alone. That was the song I knew. It was when he played for me that I knew that it was possible for me to sing and get silence at the end of my session, and I will appreciate the silence. That was a whole new level of ministration for me. I will do a song, and after the song, people will have to catch themselves in order to clap for me. Whether they're clapping for me or whether they're clapping for God, it's their business. I don't know. They know who they're clapping for. But the song will be so powerful. The delivery will be so powerful that they are consumed by the song. That when I finish the song, I have to show that I have finished singing. Then they will now catch themselves enough to clap. And that was Namesake. And Fingers was one of the person. I call him Fingers. His name is Fini Ola. Now he's an artist. He goes by the name Po. So Fingers was the person who helped me, who was always with me when I go out to sing songs like that. And it was amazing. Fingers was amazing. Then Tobe was the drummer. Tobe now is into, I think, data analysis. He was a drummer, then he moved to bass. These are fine boys. These boys I'm mentioning, they are all fine boys. They are boys that I'm afraid of taking them out because they will just leave me artists. People will leave the artists and be pursuing my instrumentalists. Fine, fresh, beautiful, handsome boys. Alright, pretty boys, all of them. Tobe was an amazing. Tobe is calm. Tobe, I secretly wish he was a footballer. I secretly wished he ended up as a footballer. No, but when your father has spent so much money in Babcock University, then you're not telling him how to play football. Tobe was the person I saw snake bites. If footballers know what snake bite is, I saw it live with him. As in, he was skillful. Not like the people that just this guy gets skill, and you're like, where's the skill? Looking like Cristiano Ronaldo, and you're like, so what's the thing? It's just that he's athletic. There's nothing else. But Tobe was skillful. Tobe was like, he was skillful. He was skillful. He was like an Iniesta. He was skillful. But he was also a drummer. He was a faithful person we had on our team. Then Ola Strings. A lot of people call him Boss Ola. He plays for Elevation Church. He's a lead guitarist. Yeah, he was on my team. Ola was good. Ola is good. We knew Ola would be big because back then Ola didn't have time for class and all that nonsense. And I don't blame him. He was studying mass comm. I've lectured mass comm, 100 level, 200 level, 3. I've lectured mass comm. Honestly, I don't want to say anything that mass comm students will now come after me. Honestly, that course needs to be broken down further so that you can get to the core, because a lot of time people are just studying the surface. They are not going deep. And that's because they have to study all these. You are in mass comm. As at 200 level, you should know where you want to specialize and focus. Not that you are in mass comm and you are just touching everything: public relations, advertising, newspaper broadcasting, newspaper publishing, radio broadcasting, TV. You are just touching surface, even at 400 level. No. So he probably just like, no, this is not what I'm going to be doing. And he focused on lead guitar, and we knew Ola was going. Ola would leave us in school and be going for shows outside. He would leave us in school and be going for shows. Ola didn't go for graduation. We went to graduate. Ola was like, because of what? Ola was going for shows. Ola was going for shows. So we see him rehearse. We knew that this guy was going to be big. And Ola is big now. Ola is playing for. He's playing for Team Godfrey, playing for MK, playing for who now? He's doing big. He's doing well. Right, so that's on that person. Ola is on that person, and we are still together. We still talk. Ola came for Unscripted. We are still working on this video. We lost some files. The devil is a liar. We are still close. We are still tight. I was at his wedding. In fact, I've been involved in all his relationships. When I say all, but most of his relationships, and then we have to help each other out. We've been involved in each other's lives. Ola is a strong person. Ola is a strong person. Ola is a strong house. So these people, Project Sound, we don't hold on to musicians because we come in from, we are not full-time musicians. Okay, Project Sound is not just a music team. There's nothing, if you look at the word Project Sound, there's nothing musical about the word. There is no music team, there's no band. Yes, we are musicians. Our primary tool is music. Project Salt is simply people who have chosen to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Salt and Light Tribe. That's SALT. SALT. Salt and Light Tribe. That's it. So we do projects that season the earth, that season people, that are blessing lives, and that are illuminating people's hearts. Okay, with the love of God. Okay, so we bring love, we bring life, we bring grace. What we do is our watchwords, our main words, our core values, hope and healing. We bring hope and healing on the wings of good music. That's what we do. Okay, so most of our members are also career people in their different fields. Okay, so most of these people I'm talking about now, they've moved on. Okay, Tope is into data analysis. Ola is still a musician. O is a producer and an artist. Ogaga too is a musician. Okay, he's into music. Osagi is also a musician. I think Osagi also did some other things. I think he was into banking at some point. Who else? Abike was not really. Abike was more of a friend of the project, so he was not really a member. He's also Abike is also the kind of person that will just show up and say, "Alpha, when are you coming up? I'm coming up with you," and he will just go up on stage. And because he's creative like that, even if we are singing a song that he didn't rehearse with us, he will just carry the song like that. So Abike was more like a friend of the project. So he will always give us advice, always tell us this, do these songs, don't do that song, or do this way, or do that. What other thing? Abike, and most of them was Abike. At some point, Abike was a mentor at some point because I was always assisting him. He was the head of technical. I was assisting him. He was head of choir. Okay, I didn't really assist him officially. I was a music director under his leadership. In other words, while he's head, I would be teaching the songs, teaching the parts, and so that he can rest. He can not kill somebody. Abike is everywhere. It's so bad. Let me let you understand how wonderful that fellow is. His wife had to, because he's also an MC. Okay, in Abuja right now, he also does MC. He has been in MC right from school. Okay, so his wife had to put it on her status, and probably she put it on his status too. My husband does not do free jobs anymore. Please patronize him and pay. And pay. He will do a good job. He does a good job. You know that he does a good job. That's why you are asking for him to come. But please, he's married with a child. Pay him. Let God not punish you. Alright, so that's how wonderful the guy is. So Abike was not a member per se, but I mean, always welcome. Then we had ladies. Ladies were on the team. NG was on the team. NG is a beautiful singer. She got married, I think, late last year. Very beautiful voice, powerful singer when she wants to be. I met NG. We are back in school too. She's part of the four bullies. The bully group. Okay. Then there is Mirabel. Mirabel too was on our team. Mirabel is an amazing alto singer, or at that time she was an alto singer. She was a music person, as in she could sight read and all that. She could write musically. Okay, so it's not that she was just talented. She was also part of Axios. She was a major person in Axios. So if you're a major person in Axios, then you know that you're not just it's just those raw talent. You're actually schooled. Alright. I remember I think they came to ask me back then that which should they join Axios or should they join Philadelphia Choir. Philadelphia Choir was the contemporary choir. They did contemporary songs. They did the songs the Kirk Franklins, the William McDowells, the contemporary songs. Axios did classical. Even when they were doing local songs, they did it in a classical way. They did a cappella. They were generally an a cappella group. Even if they bring in instruments, maybe a keyboard and local percussion, not contemporary percussion. So they were like, which one should I join? I was like, okay, you. I think there was also one other person that asked me what's her name? Juliet. Juliet is another person that was a member of my team, and I think she was a member of Axios too. She joined Axios to Mirabel. Mirabel is like this. Mirabel was the Project Fame at one point. Mirabel is someone I respect her because she made some decisions that I would have made if I was in her shoes, and those are decisions that you make when you are, because you are not a shortcut kind of person. She wanted to develop her ability to perform. I mean, Mirabel is not really a performer. Okay, she's a singer, she's a songwriter. She'll probably be a good producer, but performance was not really her strong suit. But she wanted to go into music, and she knew that if she was going to do this well, she had to be trained. And I mean, for her, the best thing was to go into Project Fame. And being the Christian that I know she is, I knew that decision was quite uncomfortable for her. But she did it anyway. She went in. She got into different things that she had to get into just to bring herself out, and it really showed. I mean, Mirabel was impersonating Lady Gaga, for Christ's sake. As in, even people who are extroverts, outgoing people, they don't try it, but she did it and she pulled it off well. So I mean, was it Lady Gaga or was it Nicki Minaj or who now? But she did it well. She pulled it off well, and she's a great singer. Juliet, was she I forgot her surname. She was also a singer with us. She joined Axios too. She one of those people that can easily just switch to tenor. All this female high pitched tenor, and with her small body, and she will just deliver it. Okay, so she was also with us at the beginning. I think those were the three ladies who were with us at the beginning. I don't think there was any other person. That was at the beginning, 2012. We just came out. We were going to do this, and we were juggling rehearsal with classes, and we were still rehearsing with our church choir and with other choirs. I mean, I don't know how we came up with good grades. Honestly, I don't know how we managed to come up with good grades. I mean, in school, I was into music, as in well into music. Different events, different activities, different choirs, different. I was into business. Yes, I had to do business at the point because my dad was not all. I mean, my dad has tried to pay school fees. Don't come on, you can't kill him. He can't come and die for you. He has paid school fees. School fees has included in it meal tickets. Yes, and so every other money for maybe books and deal with it. So I had to go into business. I was supplying musical instruments from Alaba. I would leave school. I would come to Alaba, and my house is close to Alaba. So I would pass in front of my street and go to Alaba. I said, if my father sees me inside moving equipment, who will I tell him? What exactly will I tell him? But I had to do that. I had to raise money at some point, and I was not only supplying instruments, I was also renting instruments to places. So I would take it there, set up. I don't know why I didn't do that full time. I mean, I did it to the point where I met top class engineers. I mean, I met Mr. Joshua, so I met a lot of top class. Even when what's their name? Was the audio master audio? What they call them? When they came to Nigeria, they launched Nigeria and all that. We were involved, all those people, because of sound. But now, if you have to think about sound production, I don't know. I have no idea. I left it a long time ago. So I was into music. I was into business. I did politics. Yes, I did politics too. So I don't know how I came up with good grades. It's God who last at the end of the day, good grades, good enough to pass. What do you call it? University of Ibadan screening test and join the master's program. When people I know who didn't make it. I know people who didn't make it. I know first class students from different other universities, the likes of UNN and ABU Zaria and OAU Ife, and they didn't make it, and I made it. I don't know how I did it, but well, that's how God works. God works. He supplement. And I also did tutorials. I was a major tutorial person in my class. In fact, I think I was the only tutorial person. Let me not say only. That's just few jobs. I was a major tutorial person in my class, in my department. So I did a lot. Of this at school. But music was a constant, surely, a constant even up to today. So those ones were those that started with us. Then he had along the line the likes of Olumide joined. Olumide was a drummer. He joined. The likes of Yetunde, Hannah. Yeah, she joined. I met them in service when I was doing my service here. Bola Binaz, Bola Zeal. I'm sure you've seen her in one of our unscripted sessions. Amazing, beautiful auto singer, woman of God, powerful woman of God. Very troublesome somebody. She's I don't know, but she's my sister. Not baby sister, not senior sister, she's my close sister. Very strong woman of God. She gives me problem. I give her back. If you must give, you must take. So she joined us. In fact, she was angry with me that I had a group and I didn't invite her to join. And I was like, why are you offended? I didn't know you were interested in things like that. She said, what kind of nonsense? Are we not the ones that sang together in youth service? She was angry with me that I had the group and she was not part of the group. And she joined, and it was not just, some people do that thing and it's just that they want to just, be where there's activity. No, she was committed to the work. She was committed to the work. Powerful woman of God. If she's behind me like this, we can go anywhere, we can do anything. Yeah, we can do anything. Then we had comfort, very beautiful Akwa Ibom lady. But you generally know that Akwa Ibom ladies are fine, so let's not even be shocked. Then she's a keyboardist, she's a musician. She also joined me from service here. Beautiful singer. She's married now. Married another fine Igbo boy. 2 yellow people got married. Fine yellow Igbo boy, fine yellow Igbo Akwa Ibom girl. I don't know. Then we that are black, she will not see who to marry. Is that not Ojoro? Is that not injustice? But we thank God. So they're happily married. They're doing well. Which other person? I'm trying to remember as many as possible. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Then Bright Real. Bright Real is that one. I will say it. I will not even say my brother. Bright is my son. He's my son. He will mess up. He has messed up several times. Even me, I've not always been a wonderful somebody to him. But even if Bright Real go and kill somebody today, he's still my son. He's still my boy. There's nothing that boy that can do wrong. There's not just, let me not say there's nothing he can do wrong. There's nothing he can do that will break what we have. Okay, he's my boy any day, anytime. I will fight for him any day, anytime. I will have his back any day, anytime, because I know he has my back any day, anytime. Bright Real started working with me. I think it was 19 or 20, one funny age like that. And I was looking for a drummer. I was like, I need a drummer. I need a female. I wanted a female drummer because I was like, let's change things up. Olumide had left. Olumide traveled out. I was like, okay, I need a drummer. And good guy, a lot of you know good guy, comedian. Good guy was like, Bright is a drummer. We were at Segigo studio. Bright was a son of Segigo. He was working under Segigo. He was serving under Segigo. And good guy was like, now drummer be that. I said, can play drum. So he was like, as he was looking like he never chopped belly food. He was looking skinny. Like, you can play drum, you can hold sticks. How are your strokes like? So we went to rehearsal and the guy was basically shivering. He was scared. As he was scared, like this was his first audition, first time somebody's scrutinizing him. But I saw that Bright was like Segigo. Bright also did not go to conventional formal university and all that. But Bright was always improving on himself. I don't know. that I don't know what, as the Bright will not eat. Bright has not eaten. It's not as if he's he's motivated. He has not eaten, but he's spending hours on his drum pad, learning paradiddle, what they call that thing. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and he'll be doing it for hours. I'm like, dude, don't you have another thing to do with your life? Like, this is what he wants to do. And he's married with his son. He has his own studio. He's doing well. He's still hustling. He's still pushing. But still, as in, that's the mentality. He's like, he's not satisfied with where he is. He's pushing. That's the investment. That's the portfolio. Okay, so that's how we met. He has been with me since that time. Anywhere I call him, Bright will show up. Anywhere I say we need to go to one village, one corner in one village to go and minister, Bright will show up for me. He's a strong man. And then what's his name? Cyborg is, I think he's, how will I forget his first name? God of mercy. Williams. Yeah, Cyborg. He's a producer now. He plays with all them. I think Oxlade and the likes. He's doing good work now. He's doing major work now. He's out there. He started with me as a young boy. I don't know if he was a teenager, but he was a young boy, very young boy. I mean, very young. As in, there's some things that they were telling you, and be like, he was very young. Back then, like this. I was like, we are going for so show. This is the address. You'll be like, Big Dan, I don't know where this place is, so I'm not going. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Say, I don't know where it is. Tell me where it is. I said, I too don't know where it is. Am I the owner of the church or the event? I don't know where it is. Let's all go together and find out where this place is. And we have to be like, okay, where will I meet you? Where will I? I'm like, I used to laugh because what is all this? So you mean you only go to events in locations where you've been to before? No. So he started opening his mind, opening his, his understanding, his orientation to the work of music. It's not just about playing in the studio. It's about going out there, dressing well, looking nice, going to events, paying attention to events. Cyborg will sleep in events. He will work himself out. You understand? In the studio. Then get to the event. Once he's done playing, in fact, before he even goes up stage, he's already sleeping on this. You have to like, dude, you are an artist. You are an artist. Even though you're not the person up stage, you're not there at the center stage. You're also an artist. You can't be sleeping at events. So he had to adjust. Well, he's an amazing keyboardist, as in he's good. He worked on my song Speak Peace. Yeah, go and listen to Speak Peace. Yeah. That job was done in 3 days. That job was done when we were all depressed. I mean, I will give you the gist of that song. We were all depressed in the studio. We were not sad, we were depressed. I don't use that word lightly, but we were depressed. It was during that mass shooting at Lekki massacre. So we were all sad, we were down, we were depressed. There was no creativity in the air at all. But somehow Williams pulled up his sleeves and got to work, and we formatted that song and we put it out. So he's a good producer. He's a sound. He has worked with Gamey. Gamey the rapper, the gospel rapper. He has worked with Gamey for a while. He moved from Segigo studio to Gamey studio. Now I don't know where he is now, but I think he's doing good. I know he's doing good. So Williams was another strong part of our team. Then Sylvester, he's a bassist. He's one of those bassists that also you won't see the expression, but he's killing it. He's dropping some sweet lines, but you won't know that. So I didn't want to. And he has a maturity when he plays. He has a sweet maturity. So he's not unnecessarily busy. At the same time, you are loving his flows. You are loving his feels. He was introduced to me by Bright. I was like, I need a bassist. Akin. I cannot mention Akin. Akin is with Koza. Akin is a bassist with Koza. Akin also, I think it was when I released him, he now moved to Rep J. Akin played for Rep J for a while. He's a bassist. Akin was a sweet bassist. Oh my goodness. Akin's work for me was not necessarily. We met in school. We met in Babcock. He was playing. I don't know if he plays for our church, or we just knew, music community like that. We just knew ourselves. I respect Akin because not just because he's a good bassist. I mean, there are bassists everywhere. Good bassists. Akin is disciplined. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and he also studied economics. Akin is disciplined. Akin is so disciplined. Even me that I'm disciplined, it shocks me. Akin is on the group chat. He doesn't say anything. He's on the project group chat. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't do anything. As in, he hardly talks. But once you put dates of the event, venue of the event, time of the event, that's all. As in, he won't even tell you I've seen it. What you just hear is on the day of the event, he will just call you. Sir, I'm there. Where are you? He will just send you a text or call you. Say, sir, I'm here. Where are you? And this is a place that he has never been to before. So he has to find the place. He will use Google Maps, use everything, and he will look at the place. Even me, that I'm the main guest. I'm finding my way. He's already there. He's like, where are you? I'm here. Let's meet up. Aki is disciplined. Aki does not give me problem. Of all people I've worked with, of all the people I've worked, that's why I'm wondering why I will forget his name. Of all the people I've worked with in my life, Aki is the least problematic. The least. I've never had a headache with Aki. He's that disciplined. So I'm not surprised that Kusa caught him and they don't let him, as in they don't use rope tie. He's a great guy. He's a great bassist. Very sweet guy. He has worked on a number of. I think he worked on all my songs on. Maybe not all the songs, but majority of the songs on my first album. He's the bassist behind the majority of the songs on my first album. Then you have who else? Did I talk about Sylvester? Yeah, Sylvester. These are all fine boys. Can you imagine? These are all fine boys. Fine boys in music. Breaking hearts and taking names. Who else? I might have to do a part 3 of this because I'm not even mentioned my mentor. Then you have Showbo. Showbo is a singer. Showbo is another powerful person. Showbo, when Facebook had that feature of job opportunities, job vacancies, they were giving Facebook pages job platforms to apply for jobs or put vacancies for jobs up. That's when I did that. I put a vacancy for singers, and three people came through that. 3 people came through that process. A lot of people came, but after the whole scanning and all the whole work, interview and everything, 3 of them emerged. Eventually, one did not successfully go through the probation stage. Sammy Smiles. He got a job, not because he was bad. He got a job that required him. He was a TV presenter, and he had to go to different states across the nation. So it was not realistic to keep him on the team. So Debbie and Showbo, Layo Showbo, Debbie and Showbo joined the team. Debbie has a beautiful soprano voice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she might have some issues with control, but you can't deny the fact that this soprano voice is it. She has it. She has a passion for music. She has a passion for gospel music. She writes beautiful songs. I edit her songs for her. She sent her songs to her. I don't think I should tell you that. Please scratch that. But she has beautiful songs. She writes beautiful. Sometimes I tell her, tell me where you're sitting down, so that I can go and sit down there and see whether the same thing that fell on you will fall on me. It will fall on me. Sorry. So Debbie is still with us. Showbo is still with us. Showbo is another strong person. Showbo has a good background in music. She has a sweet alto voice. This alto voice, it's not high. It's not strong like high up there, but it's cool. It's down. It's alto. It's that alto. It's like the shadow that follows you. Your shadow. Her voice is like that. It's like cool shadow, cool evening shadow. It's a beautiful voice. She does a lot of Yoruba songs. I have no clue what she's saying, but I still catch the spirit. I still catch the spirit when she sings. So those ones are still with me. They're still working with me. Showboy is a media person. Debbie is into merchandise. She sells food. Just not general merchandise. she's into food and beverage and all that. So who have I not mentioned? Some people have joined at some point. Prince Will, keyboardist, he has joined at some point. What's his name? Emmanuel has joined at some point. Both of them are keyboardists. Who else? I'm trying not to forget anybody's name. I'm doing this because they are you might not understand. If you listen to part 1 of this, you will understand why I'm doing this. I'm appreciating people that have valuable, that have brought value to my life. And I'm doing that as an example for you so that you too will learn to appreciate people in your life. You will learn to appreciate people in your life. I know I've not said it throughout this episode, but I'm saying it now. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm doing this. Not because I'm idle and I'm looking for what to do, so I'm just rambling. No. Appreciate people in your life, no matter the little impact they have. Appreciate the fact that they showed up for you. I even mentioned Prince Will. Prince Will joined us when we were doing season 2 of Unscripted, and he joined us on the keys. Emmanuel joined us on the keys. They've not gone out with us a lot. They've not gone out with us. I don't think they've gone anywhere other than studio where we recorded our. So it's been like, as in the little effect they've had on us. I still appreciate it. I still recognize it. These guys are amazing. You guys have been amazing. So always learn to appreciate people like that show up in your life. I'm not even talking about my mentor, how I met my mentor. Yeah, some people think that that was she that's why she featured in my song, because she was like, no, I had not made her my mentor even at that time when she featured in my song. She and Corey featured in my song. You understand? But at that time I had not made her my mentor. It was like, I think 2 years after or so, some kind of, I think 2 years or 3 years after. No, I think up to even 5 years. Let's say 3-4 years after that, God now told me, that's your mentor. Go and submit to her. Go and serve. So I've been serving under her all this while, and it's been amazing. I mean, the things we've been doing, the work we've been getting done is amazing. So these people have value. They are iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens. See. Elijah walked alone, and he became so bad, he became suicidal. Let me say it again. Elijah walked alone, and he became so bad that he became suicidal. You hear me? You will see that in different people, walking alone, doing ministry alone, living life alone. They generally crash. They crash. Why? Because you were not built to do life alone. That's how God made us, to do life alone. Whether it's life partner, whether it's spouse, whether it's ministry partner, you need people around you. Jonah went to do ministry alone. At the end of the day, he rebelled against the person who sent him to go and do ministry. Who else do I look at? Which other person? Elijah, Jonah. Who else now? One other person comes to mind that did ministry, that was working on their own. You don't. And Jonah was Elijah was so suicidal that God had to say, okay, if I leave this guy, he will actually kill himself. So what he did was, he said, okay, anoint somebody in your place, then come and be with me. So he didn't die. Anoint somebody in your place and come and be with me. That's how bad it was. Okay? So and even God told Elijah, you chose to walk alone. Okay, you are the one that, because the other prophets that have not bowed down to the fake God. So you are the one doing this to yourself. You can't walk. Even Paul, who is not married, did not walk alone. Paul did not walk alone. You have to empower. The moment you start trying to become, no, you can't do this alone. Don't lie to yourself. Self-made man, you are lying. You are a joker. Self-made woman, you are a fool. It's an illusion that you are dealing with. Nobody is self-made. No single human being upon the surface of the earth is self-made. But Dr. Shotusa will say, Dr. Sho, You say no man is an island. The best you can be is a peninsula. That's the best you can be, peninsula. No man is an island. No man can run this thing on their own. You have to do it with God, and God works with people around you. So appreciate the people around you, even the ones that come to do you harm. Do you know what kind of grace you carry for God to come and for the devil to target you, to come and do you harm, and send people around you? Appreciate those people too that constituted evil, adverse effect in your life. Thank God for them, because they showed up as evidence that you are on the right track, and God delivered you from them so that you can build character in you. So appreciate everybody that's in your life. Appreciate them. They are valuable to your life. Okay. Let me leave this here. Maybe another episode sometime in the future. I'll talk about my mentor, talk about my father and mother in the faith, Kingsley and Mildred Okonkwo. I'll talk about Ifeanyi and any other person that we think about. Alright, so that's it for today. That's it for this episode. See you another time. I'm confident you've been blessed by this session. Please follow the podcast and share with everyone you know. You can also go to our website www.theprojectsoul.com, because that's where you get everything we have done, everything we are doing, and everything we are yet to do. Whether it's our music, whether it's our events, whether it's our videos, you can get it on our website. You can also follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, Daniel McDon and The Project Salt. Alright, and you can also do that on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share on YouTube, Salt TV. Those videos will bless you. You can also go to our store, online store, www.theprojectsoul.com/shop, and get our merchandise, all branded merchandise from our store. You can also get products from our partners. You can also partner with us and donate to what we do. www.theprojectsoul.com/give. Your support will go a long way. God loves you.